Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy AGI, man. Out it goes international, man. Welcome back to the channel. But if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you go and like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn the post notification on to all that you never miss a single upload in the near future. Today, we're going to be learning about Afghanistan, bro. Afghanistan's rise from the 5th division to World Cup contenders, the story of Afghanistan cricket. Now, as y'all know, if y'all have been following me on TikTok, bro, I really have been watching before the World Cup, I've been watching Afghanistan a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually glad that they're on the rise right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually glad that they're on the rise. I didn't know that they also like kind of, I wouldn't say fell off. I guess I say like kind of slowed down and started like losing a lot. But I've been enjoying before the post World Cup because they was playing the West Indies. I know they won that series, and then they playing now. Listen, that Afghanistan, I think it was literally Afghanistan versus South Africa, bro. That was a crazy game right there. And with that being said, man, since we on the topic of the World Cup, bro, since I always see new faces in the comment section, bro, and just to get y'all typing, bro, who are you supporting in the 2026 T20 World Cup, man? Hey, listen, if you have any more recommendations, man, y'all boys already know what to do, man. Go down to that comment section down below, bro, and jot down in the comment section, please, and trust me, in due time, I'll get straight to your video, man. And also, we be doing live watch-alongs, bro. We literally have one this Sunday, India versus Pakistan, bro. I gotta see the rivalry. I gotta see the deeper meaning of the rivalry. I gotta see what's been going on, because y'all been telling me this has been going on for decades. So I gotta see what's been going on. And I actually have a video that I'm going to react to Sunday during the break, so that I can see and get some information on the India versus Pakistan. But without further ado, let's go and get straight into the video, baby. Let's go to see Afghanistan's rise from the 5th division to World Cup contenders, the story of Afghanistan cricket, baby. Let's go and do it, man.
Afghanistan cricket is the kind of sporting story that feels like someone pitched in a writer's room and got told,
My boy
nice, but make it
Gurban's out there too, man.
Except it is believable because it actually happened, and it happened fast. The origin starts in refugee camps, street cricket, and with a country trying to function while the world keeps changing around it. In the 1980s and 1990s, as conflict pushed millions of Afghans into Pakistan, cricket became an escape hatch. 1990s, as conflict pushed millions of Afghans into Pakistan.
Afghanistan has experienced one of the world's largest refugee crises for more than 2 decades. Between the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979 and the present day, 1 in 4 Afghans has been a refugee. At the peak of the crisis in the late 1980s, there were more than 6 million Afghan refugees. Oh my God.
Cricket became an escape hatch. In the camps and towns across the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the game was everywhere. Table cricket in narrow alleys taught young Afghan kids to love cricket. There was no coaching, no formal technique, just kids making it up as they went along. It shaped a cricketing identity that would later confuse and terrify full members. Fearless batting, mystery spin,
ooh, that boy is 17-year-old.
And a never say die intensity that can flip a match in 2 overs.
Bro, that Afghanistan versus South Africa game was insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, literally 2 super overs. I have never seen that I just came to cricket, so like, y'all already know that. But bro, that was literally my first time seeing a super over, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Like, besides getting to old things that happened in the past, like newer wise, I have never seen that before.
The administrative side began modestly. The Afghanistan Cricket Federation was formed in 1995, but it wasn't a powerhouse board with sponsors and stadiums. It was closer to a few clubs that played for fun. After 2001 though, as Afghanistan opened up a little, cricket started taking roots inside the country again. It still wasn't easy, limited infrastructure, security issues, and a constant lack of resources. But by 2003, Afghanistan were an ICC affiliate member, which is the boring-sounding bureaucratic step that basically says you can now enter the cricketing world's ladder. That ladder is often cruel. It's full of countries with passionate players and not much else.
So how many countries? Wait, does this show?
That ladder is often cruel.
Well, let me see.
It's full of.
So this like I can't really see the bottom number. It's like 51 right here. So how many cricketing countries that actually like participate?
Countries with passionate players and not much else, where one bad tournament can set you back years. Afghanistan though sprinted up this ladder and began on the path towards becoming a ranked ICC T20 international side. The first true lightning bolt was in 2008 in the ICC World Cricket League Division 5 in Jersey. This is the level of cricket where the boundary rope is sometimes a few cones dotted around in a circle and the pavilion is a gazebo with plastic chairs. Afghanistan arrived and played like they were late for something. They went undefeated and won the tournament, which meant promotion. In 2009, they won Division 4 in Italy. In 2010, they won Division 3 in Argentina. 3 promotions in 3 attempts. This isn't normal progression,
for
it's a
3.
speed run. At this point, teams started realizing that Afghanistan weren't developing. They already had some great players and they were just underexposed. Those early squads had real characters. Hamid Hassan was the poster boy for Afghan pace. Slingy action, serious speed, and celebrations that looked
That was a
like he was
beautiful wicket
personally
right there, a
offended the
beautiful
batter
ball.
even tried. Muhammad Nabi was the opposite.
Nabi!
Calm, clever, and a steadying
boy Nabi,
all-rounder
man.
who could bat sensibly and bowl off-spin with control.
Comes back beautifully.
Asghar Afghan became a backbone batter and later a key captain. The kind of player who makes 47 of 62 balls in a chase to guide his side's victory.
And he smacks it through the
Yo,
onside.
I hope we have some Afghanistan, like some what do I call you? Afghanistani? What do you call an Afghanistan person? Like, what do you Afghans? Is it Afghan? I'm not too sure. But I hope y'all boys inside the comment section though. I ain't gonna lie to you when this video do go out, man. I would love to hear y'all take on like some of the things that has already been said, like especially y'all going with 3 for 3. You know what I'm saying? This is new, by the way. This is new information for me. You know what I mean? This is all new information. But how do y'all feel like on the journey that y'all on, the rise that y'all on? How do y'all are playing excellent cricket, bro? Y'all are playing absolutely excellent cricket, man. I ain't gonna lie. But how y'all
The
feel?
team style was already taking shape. Spin as a weapon, aggression as a default setting, and fielding driven by raw athleticism and emotion. In 2010, Afghanistan qualified for their first T20 World Cup. They didn't win matches, but that wasn't the point. The point was exposure, seeing what international pressure actually feels like when the crowd is loud, the cameras are close, and the opposition has been doing this professionally for decades.
And another one goes, they just cannot handle the bounds that poor Afghan batsmen. We haven't seen anything like
That-
that
whoa,
before.
whoa,
They just
that was
cannot
ADB?
handle the bounds that poor Afghan batsmen. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Afghanistan wasn't overawed though, they were excited. That's a key difference. Some teams arrive at their first World Cup campaign trying not to get embarrassed. However, Afghanistan looked like a side trying to get a scalp. Their big 50-over breakthrough came through the ICC's qualification pathway. By 2011, Afghanistan were runner-up in the WCL Division 2, which pushed them into the ODI World Cup properly. They gained ODI status and started playing more consistently in the ICC Intercontinental Cup and World Cup qualifiers. In 2014, they qualified for the T20 World Cup in Bangladesh and picked up their first T20 World Cup win. A small result on paper, but a massive one in narrative. From Division 5 in 2008 to the ODI World Cup in 2015 in just 7 years was an unbelievably impressive achievement. At the 2015 World Cup, Afghanistan got their first ODI World Cup win by beating Scotland. It wasn't a
Scotland
fluke.
has actually been playing like excellent cricket too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I've seen Scotland. Like I think I've seen them one time so far. I believe it's been once. They're actually pretty good too. I'm not even gonna lie. I think they won their first match, if I'm not mistaken.
Afghanistan got their first ODI World Cup win by beating Scotland. It wasn't a fluke. They chased the target with enough calm to show that they weren't there for souvenirs.
He's picked him up leg side. And Afghanistan have won the most historic encounter. It's their first World Cup victory.
They also pushed Sri Lanka hard in another match and generally looked like they belonged in the tournament more than some people expected. They finished with only one win, but they looked competitive enough to give any big nation a scare, and their best players looked like they could see at this level with more reps. A massive turning point in this phase was coaching and structure. Kabir Khan, a former India player and a smart limited overs coach, helped Afghanistan add discipline without killing their natural style. This balance matters. If you overcoach Afghanistan, you risk sanding down the edge that makes them dangerous. So instead, Kabir Khan helped define roles, improve fitness standards, and build tactical clarity, particularly around how they could weaponize spin and bat with intent in the middle overs rather than just chaos hitting from ball one. Under guidance like this, Afghanistan started converting "we nearly did it" performances into actual wins. Then in 2015, the asteroid arrived, Rashid Khan. Rashid didn't
Rashid
slowly become
Khan!
good, he arrived good.
That boy.
Like he'd been created in a lab where the only mission was to make batters miserable.
He's really gone. Look at the 17-year-old.
He bowled leg spin at an extreme pace that robbed batters
So,
of
I
time.
wonder how old Rashid Khan is now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'm actually curious. I should actually look that up. at this video right here.
with a skiddy trajectory
might have
and
to see.
variations that looked identical out of the hand.
But he can bowl.
Within a
I'll tell
short
you that
span,
much.
Rashid became the world's top-ranked ODI bowler, a fact that still sounds ridiculous considering Afghanistan's status at the time. His ODI record quickly became freakish, well over 100 wickets and an average hovering near 15, with an economy rate that made teams feel like they were batting with the handbrake on. Rashid wasn't just Afghanistan's best player though, he was one of the world's best players, full stop.
Oh, another one.
That changed how Afghanistan cricket was treated. People stopped calling them a nice story because you can't patronize a team that had Rashid Khan in it. Rashid also signaled something else. Afghanistan was producing elite talent, not just scrappy fighters. And that production line didn't stop with him. Mujib-ur-Rahman arrived as a teenager and instantly became a power play cheat code. He bowled in the first 10 overs of an ODI, which is historically a pacer's domain, and took wickets while keeping the run rate tight. His carom ball, off-break, and subtle changes of pace made batters second-guess everything. Muhammad Nabi matured into a senior all-rounder and captaincy option,
Yep, I like
combining
Nabi.
economical overs
Nabi
with
too.
stabilizing innings. Suddenly, Afghanistan weren't spin-friendly, they were spin-dominant, often fielding attacks that made established teams visibly uncomfortable.
Another wild swing across the line.
In 2017, Afghanistan were granted full member status by the ICC alongside Ireland. This
Wait, hold on. Let me read that. Let me see what that said. Let me see- let me read
Afghanistan-
that. The rise of Afghanistan cricket.
were granted
From playing in the ICC World Cricket League Division 5 in 2008 to making their test debut earlier this year. On the 22nd. Why is it okay, on the 22nd June 2017, Afghanistan were awarded full member status by the ICC along with Ireland. Soon, their maiden test was slotted against India to start on the 14th June 2018 in Bengaluru. I ain't gonna lie, it's like this is like flipped. I ain't gonna lie, it took me for like a spin for a second.
to full member
I ain't
status
gonna
by the
lie.
ICC
Took me for a
alongside
little
Ireland.
spin.
This was huge. Test cricket, increased funding and more fixtures, but also it came with pressure. Full membership changes expectations. You're no longer the charming underdog because you're expected to be a real cricket nation that can win. Afghanistan leaned into this narrative. Their first test came in 2018 against India in Bengaluru. They lost heavily, but the match still mattered. It was Afghanistan stepping into cricket's oldest format and one that defined status.
Afghanistan have bowled out
I'm
twice
not
in
even
the day.
bad.
It's the biggest test match win ever for India.
The 2018 Asia Cup in the UAE was the moment Afghanistan started scaring major teams on neutral TV screens. They tied with India in a group match after nearly completing a chase that would have been an instant classic upset. Then they took Pakistan to the final over in a Super 4 thriller and lost narrowly. Those games were turning points
know that was
because
a
the
good
margins
game.
were small and the quality was high.
Pakistan really
Afghanistan
is good
weren't
too.
relying on opponents melting down. Afghanistan were outplaying them for longer stretches.
Afghanistan fought gallantly, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough.
The phrase dangerous on their day started shifting into dangerous period. Around this time, Afghanistan also built a stronger batting core. Rahmat Shah was their reliable batting anchor in all formats. Ramanullah Gurbaz emerged as an explosive wicket-keeping opener, the kind of
My
player
boy
who can make
Gurbaz.
30 of 12 balls and change the entire move of chase.
Bro, so quick question, like if you made this far in the video so far, like have y'all met any people that play on Afghanistan cricket right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple players I want to meet though. Rashid Khan for sure. Ain't gonna lie, that boy Gurbaz, Nabi, Mujib. Those like the main ones. I ain't gonna lie, I really be paying attention to. I think it's like 2 or 3 other people. I can't think of their names right now though. But have y'all ever met some of them boys? Like, let me know, man.
Hashmatullah
Let me know.
Shahidi became a calmer anchor, useful when the collapse demon arrived, and Afghanistan being Afghanistan still flirted with collapses like it's a national hobby. Najibullah Zadran offered a power option in the middle order, especially in T20s, where his hitting against spin became a serious asset.
Hit down the ground by Najibullah. It's a boundary of the first ball.
Afghanistan were becoming a real team, not just a bowling attack with vibes. This led into the 2019 ODI World Cup in England, a strange and painful chapter. Afghanistan lost all of their 9 matches, but several were close enough to hurt. Against India, Afghanistan bowled and fielded with absurd discipline, restricting a superstar lineup and taking the game deep.
And that's a hat-trick against Mohammad Samit today. Sealed the game for India.
Against Pakistan, Afghanistan produced a performance that should have been their signature World Cup upset. They were in control, then the game tightened. Then it came down to the final ball. Afghanistan needed 2 runs off the last ball, but fell short. That match matters because it showed Afghanistan had moved psychologically. They weren't smiling after a brave loss, they were absolutely devastated. That's the difference between a developing team and a team that expects to win.
It's a massive learning curve for this young side.
The T20 format meanwhile became Afghanistan's natural habitat. They had quality spinners in Rashid Khan, Mujib and Muhammad Nabi, whose variation and pace is perfectly suited to T20 cricket. They also had naturally aggressive batters who went from ball one, which suited their natural style fine in the game's shortest format. Then in the 2021 T20 World Cup, Afghanistan became a serious tournament team. They demolished Scotland by 130 runs, one of the biggest wins in T20 World Cup history.
150 runs, insane.
Huge margin, 130 runs.
They beat Namibia, competed strongly in the Super 12s and showed tactical maturity. Rashid and Mujib started strangling in tandem, Nabi controlled tempo, and batters took calculated risks rather than just swinging like street cricket. Although they didn't make the semis that time around, it showed the world that they were there to fully compete. A major turning point that doesn't show up neatly in Afghanistan scorecards is their integration into global franchise leagues.
Oh,
Rashid-
the PSL. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do want to watch the PSL, bro. A lot of people been telling me about it on TikTok. Especially in my comment sections. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta see what the PSL is talking about one of these days. I think it's literally after the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I think it starts kind of around about like when the IPL starts. But I'm gonna check it out though.
Neatly in Afghanistan
It's my first
scorecards
time.
is their integration into global franchise leagues. Rashid Khan became a superstar in leagues like the IPL, BBL and others, consistently among the leading wicket takers and most economical bowlers. That exposure gave him reps in high-pressure games alongside and against the best players in the world. It also gave Afghanistan credibility. If the world's richest leagues are paying Afghan players to win trophies, then Afghanistan isn't a
Is
novelty.
that BBL?
Mujib,
Oh, it is.
Nabi, and later Noor and Naveen ul Haq followed this pathway too. Noor Ahmed is a young left-arm wrist spinner who added another layer of "this is unfair now." Left-arm wrist spin is already rare,
Ooh.
but when it's a kind of mirrored clone of Rashid Khan, it's almost unplayable.
Brilliant stuff from the youngster.
Heading into 2023, Afghanistan's ODI cricket reached a new level in the lead up to the World Cup. They began winning more consistently against full member nations, particularly in Asian conditions when their
Nah, that
spin
was a
could
beautiful
dictate
Yorker
games.
right there.
Afghanistan winning by 60
That's
runs.
mine.
They also started finding ways to win without everything going perfectly. A huge development for a team that once relied on momentum and emotion.
Should be taken in two successive massive win for Afghanistan.
This was the period when you could feel Afghanistan cricket shifting from potential to product. Then came the 2023 ODI World Cup in India, the tournament that turned Afghanistan into headline material for reasons other than inspiring backstory or upset victory. They beat England convincingly, bowling them out cheaply and chasing with confidence. That wasn't a fluke upset, it was a beating.
Bowled in, and it is over.
Then they defeated Pakistan in Chennai, a win that carried enormous emotional weight and cricketing significance. Afghanistan chased with composure, not panic, and their bowlers controlled Pakistan's
The
innings
crazy
in a
part-
way that showed
They got beat by Pakistan like twice and then finally beat them in 2023.
planning and execution.
And there it is, the victory. The first
Crazy.
time Afghanistan have won 2 matches in a World Cup.
They followed that by beating Sri Lanka too. Now they had 3 major wins in one World Cup campaign, and at this point, Afghanistan weren't just giant killers, they were contenders for a semi-final spot on merit, not maths. Even teams that didn't fear Afghanistan before suddenly started checking the schedule like, wait, when do we play them? They were one drop chance away from beating Australia and progressing to the semi-finals of that tournament, but it wasn't meant to be. A huge part of their success came through coaching, and this is where Jonathan Trott's influence deserves serious attention. Trott took over as the head coach in 2022, and while he didn't arrive with a reputation for flair or noise, that was exactly the point. Afghanistan already had emotion, instinct, and flair in excess. What they needed was clarity. Trott's impact wasn't about changing Afghanistan's personality, it was about organizing it. Under Trott, Afghanistan's batting became more situationally aware. They still attacked, but they attacked smarter. Collapses didn't disappear entirely, that would be un-Afghan, but they became far less frequent and far less catastrophic. Afghanistan's 2024 T20 World Cup was the moment their rise finally turned into proof. They stormed through the group stage with 3 emphatic wins, starting by smashing Uganda by 125 runs after bowling them out for 58, then producing one of the most shocking results in T20 World Cup history by beating New Zealand by 84 runs, bowling them out for 75,
The catch is taken. History in Guyana as
after Ramnula Gurbaz's commanding innings set the tone. They
Gurbaz!
completed a perfect group stage by comfortably chasing down Papua New Guinea's total, winning by 7 wickets with overs to spare. The Super 8 stage then took that belief to a whole nother level. Afghanistan beat Australia by 21 runs, defending 100.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hoping that they can really do something this year. Like, since the World Cup is literally going on right now, I really hope they can take it up a notch. I ain't gonna lie, I really do. Like, after that game with South Africa, bro, that game right there, I know I keep saying about it, bro, but that game right there was literally crazy. And I couldn't catch a lot because y'all know the time differences is OD, bro. Like, literally, I think the first cricket match, bro, is at like 12:30 a.m. Like, bro, more of my time at least. You know what I mean? Then it lasts like 8. I try to catch the last ones. But like, bro, that game right there was insane, man. Insane.
To a whole nother level. Afghanistan beat Australia by 21 runs, defending 148 through disciplined bowling and fearless captaincy, a result that sent shockwaves through the entire tournament. The defining moment came against Bangladesh in a rain-hit decider, where they defended 150 runs under DLS pressure to win by 8 runs, sealing Afghanistan's first ever World Cup semi-final berth. Although their campaign ended
Is it Razuli? Oh my, did I just go outside the video? I think I just did.
And it happened fast.
Oh my gosh, I think it was like up in here.
Chasing down Papua New Guinea's total, most of their home matches abroad. They makes Afghanistan's rise even more remarkable is that it happened without many of the advantages that other teams take for granted. Afghanistan still play most of their...
But don't, I was about to say, don't Afghanistan have Razuli?
To emerge with outrageous skill sets, particularly in spin
bowling.
bowling.
Maybe I'm tripping.
Afghanistan...
Is he a... I can't remember if he's Pakistani or is he's Afghan.
Afghanistan's domestic competitions may not be glamorous, but they are brutally competitive, and that competitive edge shows up when players step up internationally. Looking back, the journey from Division 5 to World Cup contenders isn't just about wins and promotions, it's about compression. Afghanistan compressed generations of cricketing development into less than 2 decades. And now, heading into the 2026 World Cup, there's no doubt that
they do have Razuli. Okay, I know I'm not tripping, my boy Razuli, man.
The only question is, how far will they go?
This is a good video right here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I hope that y'all boys enjoyed this video, bro. If you stayed all the way, bro, listen, if you honestly watched however long this video was, if you honestly watched that with me, bro, you might as well just go and sub up, bro. We done built the bond, bro. We done built the bond, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go to sub with the post notifications on, bro. I know you want to, man. Just go ahead and do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do it, man. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? But anyways, though, hope that y'all boys stay prayed up, stay motivated, bro, and stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? I will see y'all boys in the next video that I do. I love y'all boys, bro. Stay motivated, stay prayed up, stay hydrated, man. And I'm going to see y'all boys real soon, man. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.